6:46 as we take a live look over Capitol Hill right now, where House Republicans could vote later today on a budget blueprint. An effort to do that last night failed. Scripps News Group's Joe St. George joins us now live. Joe, good morning to you. Where does that budget debate stand this morning, and why should we keep an eye on it?
Well, you know, when we hear the word budget debate at 6:45 in the morning, I get it. It could be a little dry of a political segment. So let's remind folks of why this matters, right? And why we're covering it this morning, Aaron. Things like no taxes on tips for service workers. If you work in the service industry in Virginia Beach, maybe you're a bartender along the boardwalk. This has the possibility to really impact your life going forward. Maybe you're a retiree watching us in Hampton Roads. The president's talking about no taxes or reduced taxes on Social Security. These are significant policy changes that have the possibility of impacting millions of Americans' wallets. But in order for President Trump to do that, he needs Congress to act. So there's a multi-step process in order for President Trump to get his, what he likes to call his one big beautiful bill passed sometime this year. Step one is the House and Senate need to agree on a budget blueprint. That's the phrase that a lot of us journalists are calling it, a budget blueprint. The House passed their blueprint a few weeks back of cuts that include $1.5 trillion to the federal government. They love the idea of tax cuts. They want $1.5 trillion in cuts. The Senate last week passed their version of a blueprint. They want less cuts, about $4 billion in cuts. So where this drama came to a head last night is that President Trump, Speaker Johnson, was encouraging the House to basically accept the version the Senate had already passed to move this process along a bit. And many House Republicans said, no, we want steeper cuts. So there's a pretty big schism right now. I mean, $4 billion and $1.5 trillion in cuts, big difference there going forward. This schism, Republican leadership is certainly hoping is only temporary, but they can't get on to step two or step three. Step two being actually writing this legislation. Step three, actually voting on this in the House and Senate. They can't get to that until they agree on step one and this basic blueprint going forward. We'll follow the story throughout the spring. I suspect this is going to slip into the summer months. It is complicated to pass one big, beautiful bill. There's a lot of economic policy changes that President Trump wants implemented. But first, they got to get across step one, and they aren't there yet, even though Republicans control the House and the Senate. Aaron, you know this. It's tough to pass things on Capitol Hill. It's just hard, even though Republicans control both the House and the Senate.
Yeah, it sure is. As you said, a complicated bill, a complicated conversation. Thanks for making it a bit easier for us to digest at 6:48, Joe.